Hello my lovely subscribers, it's Isabel Galasso, Spiritual Medium, here to give you your mid-month February 2018 reading. See how you're going along in your month of February and what is ahead for you in the last 2 weeks energetically as well. I'd like to thank my subscribers for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. Very much appreciated, and all those wonderful subscribers that have booked 4 readings and we have connected. I've connected with you. It's been really lovely to connect with you. If you would like to book a private reading, follow the link below to my website, and there is all the information for the different types of readings that I conduct and that you can book in for. So just follow that link for that information. The first zodiac sign I'm going to be reading for is Aquarius, because of course it's your month. So let's see what's ahead for you energetically for the next last 2 weeks of February. Okay, so I've already done the spread and I will show you each card as it comes up. I've also then picked a card from Doreen Virtue's Angels of Abundance card, which will summarize really the energy that you are working with over the next couple of weeks. So the first card that you have got, Aquarius, my lovely Aquarius, is the Judgment card. And what the Judgment card is it's about bringing things up from the past. So there's going to be a time of review for you, a time of review of things that have been going on in the past. What are they saying to me? It's really emotions, situations. Are you seeing patterns of repetition in your present, patterns of repetition from the past that are coming back? Situations that are repeating themselves. It's about asking yourself, why are those patterns repeating? What am I needing to learn? What am I needing to learn in order to move on? What am I creating? What am I seeking that these patterns are continuing to come up? So it's going to be the next 2 weeks really looking at your life, looking at what's around you. Are there repetitive patterns? Are there situations that you're reacting to as you've reacted in the past? It might be time to look at things differently, to react to things differently. It's also, for some of you, a time of judgment, of balancing what the situation is, what you're prepared to put up with, what you're prepared not to put up with, what changes you want to put in place. Are you changing your job, a complete change in career? Are you looking at a relationship in a different light and looking at what patterns you keep falling into and what changes you want to put in place? So it's going to be a real time of review for a lot of you Aquarians, you know, in that time period. You've also got the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is, for some of you, it's those changes that you're going to put in place are actually going to be very beneficial to you. It's going to be new beginnings. It's going to be new beginnings in abundance. And abundance is not just financial abundance, but it's abundance in happiness and in love and in pleasure and in work and in, you know, everything that we want in our lives, what we want to bring in, what we want to have around us, and the changes that you have the opportunity to put into place, the things that you have the opportunity to review honestly, really looking deep down, looking at what you're requiring, is going to move you onto better horizons. You know, your life is going to bring in more of what you're wanting, bringing in more of what brings you pleasure, bringing in more of what you're needing. For some of you, you know, there's still, with this card, I feel like for some of you, there's still a little bit of resistance. There's still a little bit of being afraid to let go, not knowing what's up ahead, staying with the devil you know rather than the devil that you don't know. So really, what is there that's being hidden in the depths? What is it that you're not looking at clearly? What is it that you are afraid of? What is it that is no longer serving you, that you don't want to release, that you don't want to let go of because you're fearful of what the consequences of that choice is going to be? Any change is always good. It always moves you from one level to the next. You know, you always go to a better environment, a better place, because you've gained a lot of, you gain wisdom, you gain a knowledge, you gain empowerment to move you on. So really look at that. Really look at that. A lot of you are going to be moving on. A lot of you are going to be taking that, and this is the Ten of Wands, which is the ending of a situation, the ending of something that's no longer serving you. It's about, and that doesn't need to be a bad thing, because it's about taking what you've learnt from that situation, what knowledge you've gained, the experience you've gained, the wisdom you've gained, the insights you've gained. About yourself as well as about the situation and other people around you. How much stronger are you? How strong are you? How well can you support yourself? Take responsibility for your decisions. You know, you become a much stronger person. And so from everything that you've learned in the past, you're taking that knowledge with you into the next phase of your life, the next chapter of your life, the next page of your life. It depends on how big the change is, you know. But you're going to go to better horizons because you're being true to yourself. You're honouring yourself, which is a really good thing, which is really important, There is, by the end of February, there is going to be a time of having to make choices and decisions in order for you to move forward. It's about, so it really is about bringing in this change, as these cards show. It is a time of change for you, Aquarius. Reassessment. Don't have to be big changes. They can be subtle changes that have a huge impact on you, or they can be huge impacts or huge changes that have huge impacts on you. You know, it's about making choices. Which road do I want to take? Am I going to take a road that's going to make me happy, that's going to bring in all the abundance that I seek in my life? Or am I going to take the road of least, you know, staying where I am and keeping the status quo? I'm not going to be terribly happy about it, but that's going to be easier. It's the road of least resistance, really. I'm just going to go along with that. You know, which pathway are you going to take? Are you going to honour the self, or are you just going to stay where it's easiest? So really you're going to be asking yourself the big questions here in February as to exactly what is going on there with you. I've then also taken a card from, I'm going to take a card from the Angels of Abundance, and let's just have a look here at what that is for you, which will summarise. Here we go. It's about having the abundance mindset, Aquarius. The abundance mindset. You've actually got two cards, you know, and you've also got dreams of abundance. You know, so abundance is very much around you, very, very much around you. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. And remember what I said, abundance is not just financial abundance, it's also abundance in love and in happiness and in fruitfulness, and, you know, it's abundance in all things, in beauty. And then you've also got dreams of abundance. So, you know, that's very much the energy. As you sleep, God, your angels and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. So both of those cards are really looking at and talking to the change that is coming. You know, it is a karmic change. It is a judgment. It's a reassessment of the past. And they may well come through as dreams, as messages that you're getting to move you forward for the last 2 weeks of February. So I hope that helps you. I hope that makes sense. Remember, if this is a general reading, if you would like a personal reading, please book in on my website below for a personal reading, which is going to be very specific to you. Also, don't forget to listen to your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign for more information. Hello Pisces, welcome to your February 2018 mid-month reading. That was a tongue twister. February 2018 mid-month reading. So let's see how you're faring as far as the month of February goes, looking at the last 2 weeks of February, how you're travelling and the sort of energy that you're going to be working with. So first up, what I'm getting for you is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, you know, it is going to be a time of making decisions and making choices. A lot of it for you, Pisces, is going to be on a personal level. What is it that I'm prepared to tolerate? What is it that I'm not prepared to tolerate? What is it that I'm prepared to give to people? What is it that I don't want to do? You know, rather than constantly giving all the time, reviewing that and looking at what it is you want, making those decisions and choices about the self, about you, about valuing you and how much you're going to be accommodating to other people. Really, I feel like you're going to be a force to contend with in the last 2 weeks of February. You're really drawing the line in the sand about what you want, what you're going to do, and how much of yourself you're going to give out. For a lot of other Pisces, for some Pisces, for some of you, it's going to be a time of looking at, you know, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Do I want to continue working where I'm working? Do I want to continue in this relationship? Do I want to continue in my life the way it's going? Or do I want to put in some changes? Do I want to make those changes? It's about changes. It's about deciding, and you're deciding. You're deciding that. You're making that decision. You're making that call. It's not somebody else doing that and putting those decisions onto you, and it's out of your control. It's about you making those decisions. And I feel like for a lot of Pisceans, there's going to be a lot of changes on a very deep level, attitudes towards life, to the way you're looking at things, what you're doing, how you're living. So it really is going to be a review time for a lot of you Pisceans, which is really very good. It's very good. It's, you know, the Nine of Wands is, you know, okay. So obviously making this choice and that decision, I feel like that's enough of that. It's enough of carrying other people's load. It's enough of fighting those battles. It's enough of, you know, everything that has gone on in the past. When you look forward, you are taking with you this knowledge that you've gained, this wisdom that you've gained, this ability to see things differently, to work with the knowledge that you've got, the wisdom, the intuition, and moving forward with that. You're moving forward. So it really is a time too. You'll find the last 2 weeks of February, you're going to be moving forward on plans, on changes that you want to make, on things that you want to see, want to do differently. Okay, so there is that opportunity for you as well. Then you've got the Star, and the Star is, you know, it's mixing. I feel like for you, it's about really removing yourself from the situation and looking at it as a third person, looking at it from a different perspective. So if you've been hitting your head up against a brick wall, looking at something in a particular way, it's now time to step back and look at it differently. Look at it in a different way, look at it in a different light, and see what the situation is. For some of you, it's about wishing upon a star. For some of you, it's about what are my dreams, what are my aspirations, what is it that I want, what sort of lifestyle do I want, what do I want to do, and reviewing that and really calling it in, because it's a time now of I just feel like there's this newfound determination with a lot of you Pisceans in moving forward, in really finally doing what you want to do with the way you want to do it, and it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It's about you. So really have the courage to do that, and you do get there. This can be a male or female energy. So the energy that is around you is really one of strength, of determination to the point of stubbornness, which is not a bad thing in this case. Really being single-minded, being focused, getting in touch with your passions, getting in touch with what you want to do with your life. Because it's your turn now to stand up and do that, and you've got this inner drive to do it. You're almost compelled to do it. You just have this real push to do it. So there's a lot of changes coming in for you in February, which is, the second half of February. It's an action type review, action, make decisions, and actually make things happen around you and for you, which I think is absolutely fantastic. The sky's the limit. You're being supported, and so and I feel like a lot of these choices and decisions are out of your control. It's stuff that's sort of been I feel like bubbling beneath the surface for a very long time, and it's finally come up to the surface. Okay, I'm drawing a card now from the Angels of Abundance from Doreen Virtue. Okay, and you've got cooperation instead of competition. Cooperation instead of competition. It doesn't have to be a hard journey. It doesn't have to be hard, What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. And that's on a spiritual level too. Your essence, who you are. That's you. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take that from you unless you give it away, unless you empower them. You do that. You empower others. And so it's about really holding on to that, not empowering others and standing firm. Okay? There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So that's pretty telling, isn't it? So that's really your motto for the month, or the last 2 weeks of February. It's about honouring you, honouring yourself, and bringing in that abundance and reaping those benefits of who you are. It's a real defining of who you are and where you're headed. You, not for anybody else, but for you, which is absolutely fantastic. So I hope that is good for you. I hope you understand that. This is a general reading, Pisces. If you would like a personal reading specifically for you, then you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Don't forget also to listen to your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign for a complete reading, because that will also give you some information. So, happy end of February. Hello Aries, welcome to your February 2018 mid-month reading for the month of February. This is a general reading for you. If you would like a face-to-face, one-on-one personalised reading, please follow the link below to my website, and you can book a reading from there to have a specific reading for you. If you would also like to look at your or listen to your sun, your rising, and your moon sign, that will give you more detail about your reading. That is for mid-month of February. Okay, so let's have a look here. What we've got first up is, for you, there's the World card, which is a wonderful way to sort of, you've been traveling obviously really along February and making lots of changes. And it's, for some of you, the World card is, there's these new opportunities that are going to be opening up for you. Being able to look at a new way of doing things. For some of you, it's a job change. For some of you, it's a house move. For some of you, it's just bringing in, I feel like for some of you, you've cut away a lot of people that no longer resonate with you in your life. And now there's the opportunity to have these new people, your tribe, move into your circle, move into your world. So you're recreating what it is you want in your life, what it is you want to bring in to your life. you know, the work that you've done in January is now coming through in February. You know, this newness, this fresh start, this new beginning, newness. I want to say to some of you to be mindful of this too, because with this, you know, bringing in new things into your life, really look at who are you allowing to come into your circle. What changes are you bringing in? Are they the changes that are best for you, or are you pleasing somebody else? So, you know, you have an opportunity here to make these changes. So make those choices wise ones, and make sure that they're choices that you're making for you, not because you're pleasing somebody else, because otherwise you're going to find yourself back in the position that you were in. Okay, so you have an opportunity here to bring to the table whatever it is you want, what's going to resonate with you. And so make sure you bring in what it is you want, what is going to be good for you, because this is a perfect opportunity for you to be doing that in this second half of February. You're going to find too that there's going to be a real stirring of emotions here. This can be a male or female, and I think it's the energy that is around you. You know, you've got Saturn there. Saturn must be somewhere in your horoscope. I'm not an astrologer, but I just get a sense of Saturn's influence here. Saturn is the big teacher. Saturn brings in a lot of changes. There's going to be for a lot of you Aries, for a lot of you Aries, there's going to be a real change in your emotions are just going to be bubbling to the surface. You know, it's going to be a bit of an emotional time, a real reevaluation, reassessment, things that are not going to be no longer suited for you in this moving forward. There's going to be blocks, so don't push through those blocks. Sometimes the blocks are there to say, well, look, you know, you're going the wrong way, turn around. What else? What other opportunities are open to you? Let's reassess this. Let's slow down. Okay, so there is going to be that real stirring of emotions. There's going to be a sense of you wanting to withdraw, Aries, for a period of time as well. So be mindful of that. Be kind to yourself when you're going through that. Just be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. There's no pushing through. There's no rush. There doesn't need to be a rush in doing this. Just take your time and allow those emotions to come forward and look at them. See what you're being told by situations, by your emotions. What lessons are there for you to learn? What do you want to move forward? What are you unhappy with in your life? What do you want to change? What makes you? What brings you joy? You know, that also helps you with the reassessment as well, because there is a time of, you know, I feel like you're going to be working into the night with this situation. For a lot of you, this isn't physical work. This is doing your personal work, doing your personal reevaluation, unblocking the blocks, allowing your life to move forward in abundance. Bringing in the good things in your life. For those of you that are changing jobs, it's going to be a good situation for you. There is going to be work there for you coming up. There is going to be finances are going to be improving. Money is going to be coming in, so that the work is there as well. So maybe that's something that you've wanted to bring in, some change that you've wanted to bring in, you know, it's going to happen very quickly too. There's going to be a swiftness in sweeping all this, you know, bringing in this change, shifting out the old, bringing in the new. You've been working on moving the old out for quite a while, looking at different ways of doing things for quite a while back in the past, and now the new stuff's going to come in, and you'll be surprised when you're ready how quickly that all comes in for you. Whatever it is you want, it's like you think of something and there it is. You want to make a change and there it is. There's the opportunity. You want to make more new friends and there they are. You know, things are going to be moving in your favor by the end of February. So that's a really good place to be, Aries. Very good place to be. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out a card from the Angels of Abundance. It's already fallen out. Let's have a look. It says, very appropriately, obstacles and blocks are lifted. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. And that's what's going to be the general energy for you in the last 2 weeks of February. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues, which is exactly what this reading was about and what this reading was telling you. So that's going to be the energy that's around you. So use it, utilize it to the best of your abilities and take advantage of that energy that's there for you to bring in those changes. It's very, very good. I'm really happy with that. So I hope that resonates with you. Don't forget, listen to your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. And if you'd like a personal reading, follow the link below and you can book one which will make I'll give you a reading that is very specific to you. So Taurus, welcome to your February 2018 mid-month reading. This is a general reading for all Taurians. If you'd like a personalised reading, please follow the link below to my website and you can book a personalised reading specifically for you. If you would like more information on this reading, also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, and that will give you added information as well. So let's have a look at what's going on for you from the middle of February to the end of February. Let's see the energy that you will be working with. Here you've got the Page of Wands. The first card is the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands for me, looking at you Taurians, is about it's a real time of planning, of putting things down in paper, of writing and rewriting and making plans, deciding what direction you're going to take, what you're going to create, what you're giving birth to, what changes you're bringing in, new things that you want in your life. So it's really busy planning. All of this, what changes are you going to bring in to improve your situation, to bring in the abundance that you're wanting, thinking about things, not done in haste. It is a time of doing, and you might be putting some things in place, setting things up for these changes, for this positive change, for this so you've done obviously a lot of thinking prior to be able to then think about what it is you want, put it down on paper, work out the changes, work out what you can do, work out what is possible. It's still at that sort of early stages of bringing in big changes for you. The next card for you is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles can be a male or female energy, but it is an energy of feeling quite happy with yourself, Taurus. Quite happy with where you're at and what you've achieved and how far you've come and what you've overcome to get here. What has been the personal cost, but it's well worth it because you're feeling like life is pretty good. Life is pretty good. It's going, very in the way that you are wanting it to go. It's bringing into your life what it is you want, the richness, the tapestry of life, the friendships, the good times, there's travel ahead for some of you, and that may be the planning. That may be the planning of trips and travel and, things that you're wanting to do. There's the opportunity to do that. You're feeling very secure and comfortable where you are. Nice. That's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to be. For some of you, there's some money that's come your way through a bonus, a gift, that you've thought, well, that's pretty good. What am I going to do with this? That's really, what am I going to do that is going to bring me pleasure, that I'm going to enjoy? So there's also that opportunity. For some of you, there's a promotion or a job change coming up as well, which is going to make you feel pretty confident. The general energy here for you, Taurus, is pretty confident. There's a lot of confidence coming up. And, it is Valentine's Day as well. So that makes sense with this card for you. There is love in the air. There is that karmic link. There is that significant other. If you're married, it's going to strengthen that position, that love, that bond, that next level, of commitment. So if you're with someone, it could be a proposal a birth of a child or a pregnancy, or just a strengthening of a relationship that you're already in. It's a really lovely place to be. If you're single, Taurians, then there is an opportunity here to meet someone that is of significance, that will be of significance in your life, that is going to share a lifetime with you, that is a relationship that's going to be really beneficial for both of you. It's an equal relationship that is there. So there's going to be a really nice connection with someone. If you're single, an opportunity to meet someone. And if you've already met them and the relationship is new, then it is a strong one and it will grow. It will grow. So that's really quite exciting, quite exciting. By the end of the month, there's some sort of celebration. There's a celebration of what you've achieved, where you've come, the plans you've put in place, a marriage, a proposal, a birth of a child, celebrating Valentine's Day with the one you love. There's celebrations. You're going to feel on top of the world. You are going to feel on top of the world by the end of February. Life is good for you, Taurians, and everything's going to be falling into place. The work that you've done, the more work that you've done, the more rewards you're going to reap by the end of February. So be very defined about what it is you want, what changes you want to bring in, and what commitments you want to make, because those rewards and benefits are going to be there for you. It's really lovely. It's really nice. You're energetically in a really good place in the second half of February. So I'm going to give you a card from the Angels of Abundance, which will summarize the energy that's around you, which will be really lovely. Let's have a look at what card you're going to be given. Nope. Almost, but not quite. Let's have a look. Keep shuffling. Sometimes shuffle through. Oh, there it is. For quite a while before you get anywhere. Okay. Unlimited ideas. Unlimited ideas for you in the second half of February. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So, you need to take the action, because the opportunity there is for anything that your heart desires to actually manifest and come forward. But you need to also have an input to bring the best out of the second half of February. So that's looking really good for you, Taurians. So absolutely fantastic. Don't forget, if you would like a personal reading, follow the link below to my website, and all the information's there for you to book a personal one-on-one reading that will be specific to you. Hello Gemini, welcome to your February mid-month 2018 reading. This is to see how you're faring through the month of February and what the last 2 weeks of February hold for you, and what you're going to be working with energetically. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign if you would like more information on your mid-month reading. And if you would like, this is a general reading, if you would like a personal one-on-one reading, follow the link below to my website, and you can, all the information's there for the different types of reading, and you can book in for a personalised reading, which will be very specific to you. So, let's have a look at what's going on, my lovely Geminis. Well, the first card is nothing to quibble about, really. You've got the World here. So mid-February, things are going to start looking up. Things are going to start looking good. Things are going to start going your way. Opportunities are going to be available to you. I want to say opportunities are going to be available to you. A lot of socializing too, and I want to say to you, with all your socializing, just be mindful, look after yourself, mind what you're eating, eat balanced meals, still get a lot of rest, because It's a very, very busy time mid-month for you, the last 2 weeks of February. It's just going to be quite a lot on your plate, a lot of things you're balancing, as well as socializing. It's like you found that little party animal inside you and you're just having a great time. This is a new world that's opening up to you. This is a new way of seeing things, getting enjoyment out of life, enjoying yourself, doing what you like, what makes you happy. All these opportunities are being given to you, whichever area you want to move into. If it's a change of work or job, or a move of house, or just a different way of looking at things. All these opportunities are there for you, and it's going to start mid-month for you. It's the work that you've put in so far. It's like a light switch has gone on, like, wham, and well, I'm going to do things this way. This is what I'm going to be doing with my life. This is what I'm going to do this for me. And that's very much around you. So enjoy that. Enjoy that, because that energy is just going to be stronger. Here you've got the Hierophant, and that is, spiritual growth. It's connecting with the higher self, with your intuition, with your spirituality. It's for some of you, it's this new awareness, this meditation, finding that inner peace. Becoming a channel for intuition, for information to come through, just a sense of knowing what you want to do. That's for some of you. For some of you Geminis, it's signing of legal documents. It's finalizing affairs. It's signing of legal documents. It's for some of you, I would say, be aware of what you're signing. Be careful of what you're signing. Read the fine print. In your haste to have things completed, then it might not be advantageous to you. So be aware. There's going to be some sort of legal issues for some of you that are going to be coming up, and it's about signing some papers, finalizing things as well. So whichever one Gemini you are, it's going to be different, or it might be a bit of both for you. Just be aware of what you're signing, but there is going to be some sort of legal paperwork. Legal paperwork might be you've bought a home, signing a contract. Read the fine print. Finalizing papers, divisions of properties, whatever it is for you. That's going to come up in February for you. So. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because it allows you to move forward. It allows you to move forward. This might have something to do with the first card, Geminis. There's going to be romantic messages coming your way. There's going to be someone that you meet in the very early stages that is there in the very early stages. It could be messages that you're getting across the wires on a romantic level, someone that you've connected with on a romantic level in the very early stages. And this is for you single Geminis, okay? It's for you single Geminis. For Geminis in committed relationships, well, it is Valentine's Day, isn't it? So you do expect flowers, gifts, cards, being taken out to dinner, whatever it is for you. But there's that sort of thing that's going to be happening as well. So that's a given with Valentine's Day. For those of you that are in committed relationships, it will strengthen the relationship. You're in a good place. Romantically, you're all in a very good place, which is great. Good to hear. It's good to hear, because that's going to be coming up in February for you as well. And the Four of Pentacles you've got. This is making money and holding on to it, not really wanting to give it away, not wanting to spend it, but keeping it. And I want to say, sometimes I get a sense of, you're hoarding and it's not great. But I feel like, Gemini, what are you saving for? What are you saving? There's something special that you've planned for, something special that you planned for, something that you want to buy, something that you want to do, and you're counting your pennies. You're squirreling them away for a later stage, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I like that. I like that. So don't make any big expenses. Don't spend anything. Don't make any big purchases in the month of February, but rather keep what you're making, keep it. Count your pennies, know where you're going with your finances, because later on down the track there's going to be something specific that you're going to spend it on. But at the moment it's about collecting its savings. Have your savings. That's really important. That's really important. It sounds like a really lovely month for you, Geminis. So that's great. I like that. Let's just do the overriding card. Let's see what the general energy is for you with my Angel of Abundance cards that I just love, because they summarize the readings so well. Let's just see what's going on for you. It's really a great time for you. You know, what do you want to bring in? Oh, you've got Santa Claus. Look at that. Windfall of abundance. And abundance is abundance in not just finances, but in love and in joy and in beautiful things and in life. It's abundance in all things, which is what's coming up for you, Geminis. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health and charitable work. You know, and that's abundance in love too, abundance in acceptance, abundance in beauty, in, you know, all things, which is fabulous. I'm really happy for you, Gemini. I hope this reading resonates for you. And don't forget, it is a general reading. If you'd like a personalized reading, follow the link below to my website and you can have one of those too, which is going to be much more specific to you. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your February 2018 mid-month reading. This is a general reading for all Cancerians. If you would like more depth in your reading, listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, and that will give you added information as well. So that will be beneficial for you. If you would like a personalized reading specifically for you, then follow the link below to my website, and there you can book for a private reading, which will give you specific information. So let's have a look at what's going on for you for the last 2 weeks of February, how you're faring from the first half of February, and what sort of energy you're going to be working with to the end of February. So the first card I've got for you is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, you know, it's been a bit bumpy for you, Cancerians. I feel like it has been a bit bumpy. There have been battles. There have been, I want to say litigation. There has been situations that have come up in your life that you've had to fight for, that you've had to really work at, that you've had to really fight for what you believe is your right, is justice. You know, different people in your life that have created issues. You know, you have dealt with them. You have dealt with them, and you've come out relatively victorious. But I want to say to some of you, just be mindful that they're not empty victories. You know, that they're not just victories because you felt like something should have gone your way or happened in a particular way, and you've really fought for it and it's been at the expense of other people. You know, you just might be mindful that you're not stepping on people's toes. How victorious really was that? How victorious did it leave you feeling? Was it worth the effort? Is what I want to say to you. For some of you, you have fought those battles and you've come out of it and you have won, and you're feeling good about the result. So for some of you, that's really a great place to be. For some of you, it might leave you feeling a little bit like an empty victory. So there's a mixed bag there. But nonetheless, there have been obstacles for all of you to overcome, from varying degrees, and that's going to be specific to each of you. But there have been situations that, you know, have left you, some of you, feeling like, you know, was that really worth the fight? Nonetheless, for all of you, there is new horizon. There is, you know, the sun's coming up. Sunrise, it's a new day. It's a new day and it's a new beginning. With each new day, we get to start again. With each new day, we get to be different, reinvent ourselves, do things differently, treat people differently. There is new opportunities, new people, new situations, new things coming into our lives to fulfill us. So there is that for you coming along. So, you know, the adversities and the battles are done. It's reached a final stage. It's been finalized. The Knight of Cups here is about romantic messages. It's about messages. It's about love. It's about taking action. You know, it could be new love. It's new love. It's new way of doing things. It's moving on from this situation to a better situation. You know, to new beginnings. So this is the new day, and it brings in, it's not just romantic love, it's self-love, it's love from family, love from other people, from friends. It's just a new way of looking at life. If it's been love that you've lost, there is new love there to replace it that's going to be even better. It's going to take you to a better place. So that's really lovely. It is also Valentine's Day, so I'm not surprised that all the signs are getting cups as well. It's a, you know, committed relationship. It's about celebrating that love, taking action, reconnecting. You know, if you become complacent, reawakening those feelings, reconnecting, building those bonds. If you're single, there is a relationship there that is well underway, that it's someone that you've met that is going to be really positive and fruitful. So it's really great. There's a celebration of that, which is a really lovely way to be. You've also got new beginnings. So, you know, whatever those victories, or whatever these battles were that are now completed and you can move on from, there's new beginnings here. There's new beginnings, there's new learning, there's new knowledge, there's new horizons, there's new, you know, doing things in a new way. For some of you, it's acknowledgement of a study or a completion of a course. For some of you, it's starting a course and new knowledge. It's for some of you, it's some changes that have happened in work and you're retraining, you're learning new things. So they're new beginnings. For some of you, it's simply a new way of looking at life, of thinking about life, of living, of prioritizing. So it's all it's new beginnings, nonetheless, for you all. The final card is the King of Wands, and so by the end of the month, you're feeling pretty good. This can be a male or female energy, but it's a very strong energy. It's a very creative energy. It's a very passionate energy. It's an energy of action. It's an energy of doing things. It's an energy of creating new beginnings. Let's create new beginnings with a passion, with a zeal. Let's get reconnect with what your life purpose is and what you want to do. So it's a busy time. So come the end of February, things are going to start getting very busy very quickly for you as well. So there's a whole lot of new opportunities coming up for you, Cancerians, which I'm really pleased about. I'm going to take a card now from the Angels of Abundance, which will summarize what you what came through in this reading. And it says clearing debt. Clearing debt's not, you know, I mean, we automatically think of financial debt, but it's not financial debt. It's all sorts of debt. It's things that we owe other people. It's balancing karma. It's all sorts of things. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debt from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. And that's this, you know, it's about moving on from some situation, moving on but from the troubles, moving on from whatever it is that was weighing you down and releasing it. It's over, release it so that you're not carrying it forward. and you are learning a new way of doing things. So that's really beneficial for you, Cancerians. I hope that resonates with you. Don't forget, if you would like, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, follow the link below and you'll have a reading that is more specific to you. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your February 2018 mid-month reading. This is a general reading for Leo. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign if you would like more depth and information on this reading. If you would like a specific reading for you, then you can book that through my website. The link is below, and you can book a reading which would be a reading that is specifically for you. This is a general reading. Okay, so let's have a look at what energies you're working with from mid-February to the end of February. So let's see how you're traveling through February and see energetically what is going on with you. I've got to say, this is a pretty amazing spread for you, Leo. You can really be quite happy about what's going on here. It's probably got a lot to do with the blood red supermoon eclipse that we've just had in your sign, and it's really going to unfold for you over the next 3 months, but this is absolutely amazing. So you keen to hear what it is? Let's have a look. Your first card is the Sun card. I love the Sun card. It is one of the most positive cards in the deck. You have actually got a lot of really wonderful cards here. The Sun, is, I want to say, the Sun is your card. It's just so energetic. It's so life-giving. It's all possibilities are there for you. It's complete optimism. There are no obstacles. Anything that you want to put in place, anything you want to achieve, get going and start doing it, because this is the time to do it. The energies are with you. The planets are aligned for you. It's just fantastic. I just don't feel like anything that you're going to do is going to be a problem, is going to have any blockages. It's all going to flow for you. If you want that new job, if you want to buy that home, if you want to take that vacation, if you want to get married, if you want to have that child, if you anything, absolutely anything that you want to do, now is the time. It's just fabulous for you. It's really good around you. I think energetically you're feeling absolutely good. You're feeling unstoppable as well. So it's a really very, very good time for you, Leos, to enjoy, to feel good. You're very charismatic. You're energetically, people are just going to be drawn to you. Everything, it's like the Midas touch. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold. So really it's about what is it that you want? Know what you want, define what you want, and just go for it, because that's amazing. If that's the only card you're getting at all, the only reading you get, that's all you need. It's just so good. It's so good. The next card that you've got is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups can be male or female, and it's about where you're at. If you're seeking love, I feel like I want to say to you, if you're seeking love, then go out there. You're quite charismatic. It's time to make connections. It's time to meet people. It's time to do. Your emotions are in the forefront. Your emotions are there. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve. If you're in a relationship, be open and honest and really feel the sparks, feel the attraction, feel the connection with your partner, because it's a fabulous time to do that. Plan that holiday, go away, enjoy time together. It's that sort of energy. It is Valentine's Day. All the signs have gotten cups as well, which is emotions, is relationships. So it doesn't surprise me at all. But it is about making that connection. If you're single, it really is about going out there, because you're going to be very attractive to the opposite sex. You are charismatic. Your emotions are very close to the surface, so you're going to make very good connections. In that confidence, though, you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel assured. You're going to feel confident. It's really lovely. It's really, totally safe. in being able to do that. And it doesn't surprise me that your next card is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is new love. If you're in a relationship, it's rediscovering each other. It's making that connection. It's having a child. It's getting married. It's, you know, it's that. If you're single, there is new love coming for you. It's your time. It's your time to shine. You're going to be out there and mixing with people, making connections. Your emotional cup runneth over. There's going to be opportunities there for you to meet that significant other, because this is a new beginning. It's a new doorway that's opened, you know, for you on an emotional level, because your emotions are there. They're going to really be bubbling to the surface in the last 2 weeks of February. By the end of February, you've got 2 aces. You know, I've taken 4 cards, and 2 of those are aces, and one of those is the Sun. So that's pretty good. The Ace of Pentacles is also about abundance, and abundance is not just financial abundance, although that's a big part of it, but it's also about abundance of joy, of happiness, of love, of beauty, of luxury, of travel, of whatever it is you want. So coupled with that, you're pretty unstoppable, Leo. The last 2 weeks of February really make them work for you, because you are absolutely unstoppable. So you need to really utilize that and go for it. That's just fantastic. I mean, there's not a lot more that I can say to that. It's, you know, whatever your desires are, whatever your wishes are, whatever you're seeking, whatever your goals are, then just do it. Just put them in action. Get going with it, because it's all there for you. You know, ready to just explode into fireworks. I'm going to take a card from the Angels of Abundance, and that will give you an overview of what's going on around you. What lovely cards, you know. It's fantastic. What's happening? Let's have a card. Card for Leos. A card for Leo. Not that you need it. You don't need any more, do you, really? So, let's have a look. You have your gratitude list. Gratitude list. Very appropriate, isn't it? Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Not that you have any here at the moment. What and who you are grateful for right now. Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. And that is certainly, the generosity of the universe is really in the forefront for you this last 2 weeks of February. So use that wonderful energy. Use it to your best advantage, because it's there and it's amazing. So I hope that reading resonates with you. I hope that you enjoy the last 2 weeks of February. And don't forget, if you would like a personalised reading, follow the link below and you can book a one-on-one reading. Hello Virgo, welcome to your February mid-month 2018 reading. Let me say that again. Welcome to your mid-month February 2018 reading. This is a general reading for you Virgos. If you would like a one-on-one reading, which will be very specific to you, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there for you. That will be very specific to you. This is a general reading. I also suggest you listen to your rising sign and your moon sign for more depth and information on your reading that's going to be coming through. So let's have a look at what's in store for you. This is for the second half of February. So you've been traveling through February and working with the energies. And now the last 2 weeks of February, let's see what you've got energetically to work with and what's coming up for you. Okay, so what I get here, Virgo, for you is there's cause for a celebration for some of you. For some of you, there's cause for a celebration, a completion of something, a celebration that's coming up, a celebration to do with children too, I feel. For some of you, it's a wedding. There is a celebration on a love connection level. And it's also, for some of you, it's a celebration on an emotional level. For some of you, I feel like it's that you don't feel like you want to celebrate on an emotional level, like something hasn't turned out quite the way you expected that it would, on an emotional level. Okay, but I feel like this is going to be the results of this, the happiness of this, the completion of this is going, and I keep saying completion, so it's a really strange word that I use with this card, but that's what I'm hearing. It's moving forward. So whether the celebration of this, the joy of this, the happiness of this, the emotional stability of this is yet to unfold for you. So this is like the turning point. It is, and you look back on it and think, yeah, that was a real time of celebration for me. I should have been happy about that completion. I should have been happy about that completion because it's going to flow into really good things for me, which is interesting too. And for some of you, that celebration, that happiness and celebration and emotional connection is going to spill over and bring into the future this goodness, this emotional stability, this happiness as well. So this is like the beginning of something. A celebration is the beginning of something that's going to be absolutely fantastic as it unfolds for you through the year. Okay, through the year. The next card I have for you is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the bringer of abundance. Abundance, as I've been saying to the other signs who have got this as well, abundance is not just financial abundance. It is abundance, emotional abundance. It's abundance of beauty, abundance of joy, abundance of love, abundance of luxury, abundance of travel. It's abundance in all things in your life, things that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that cause you to be fulfilled. Abundance in work, so it's things that will help you to feel fulfilled, and that's well underway. That is well underway and moving forward, so that it has a connection to the celebration. Because if you look at the cards, he's looking at the celebration. Okay, so it has to do with that. That's part of the spilling over, I think. But the Knights are always about fighting for the rights, taking action, being swift, being brave, moving forward. Okay, valor. And that is what's coming up for you. All this wonderful abundance and joy that you're going to reap, that is actually starting, it's taking place as we speak, which is really good. Then you've also got another Knight, which is fantastic, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about new learning. It's about success in studies. It's about success in work. It's about having gained new wisdom, a new way of looking at things, a new way of thinking about things, a new way of looking at your life, working through your life. The light has been shone. You've got this light that is lighting the way, is lighting your path. So even in darkness, there's light, and you are forging forward. You are in bravery, moving forward. I feel like for some of you there might be a new project, something new that you're going to begin, and there might be a little bit of fear or apprehension about that, but there's no need for that. There's no need for that. You're being guided. It's move forward, be brave, move forward and explore unknown frontiers, okay, because that's going to be really good for you too. It's about moving forward with knowledge, with wisdom, with new beginnings, with work. It's fantastic. It's really great. Your final card for February, you're really going to, on a spiritual level, you're going to really work out, and this is also about going within. It's going within and analysing and working out what's going on in you. And it's like things will become clear. There will be meaning. There will be, things that you've experienced and gone through. You will understand why you had to go through those things, how it's taken you to where you are now. It's all been part of the journey, because he's on a journey. He's on a spiritual journey, a self-exploration journey. Okay? It's something that you had to do on your own. Nobody could do it for you. It's a journey you've been on and are on still, exploring the self, exploring your spiritual self, your higher self, your inner workings, what makes you tick, why, what has caused those things that have come into your life to come into your life, what have you learned? So there's all of that self-exploration. By the end of the month, that's going to start coming through, and you're going to start working things out on a deeper level. That's very interesting, Virgo. Got a busy 2 weeks there, but it's really good. It's really, really good for you. Okay, so, too many. Let's just do this again. I'm going to take a card from the Angels of Abundance for you, which will summarize your reading beautifully. Well, they always do such a good job in summarizing the reading. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what you've got here, it says, attracting, not chasing. Okay. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. And that's really what this is about. It's about showing gratitude for what you've learned, the experiences you've had, and where it's gotten you. And the abundance and the good things will just come to you. There's no work involved here. It's about self-exploration. So I hope that resonates with you, Virgo. It is a general reading. Remember, listen to your rising sign and moon sign as well for more information on this reading. And if you would like a personal reading, follow the link below and you can book a reading with me, which will be specific to you. Hello Libra, welcome to your mid-month February 2018 reading. This is a general reading for you Librans. If you would like more depth and detail than this reading, you could also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign for more detail. This is a general reading. If you would like to book a personal reading that is specific to you, you can follow the link below and book a reading via my website, which will be specifically for you. Okay, so let's have a look. This looks at the energy that is available to you in the second half of February. So you've had the work that you've been doing, the energy that you've been working with in February, and this is just to see how you're traveling and what is the specific energy around you. The first card you've got here is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords to me is telling me, what limitations are you setting yourself? What boundaries are you setting yourself? Anything that you're feeling you're stuck or you're trapped or you can't seem to be moving in any particular direction. Really be honest with yourself. Really look at what you're doing and how you're thinking and what your self-talk is, because those boundaries, that prison, you are actually creating for yourself. You're responsible for that. It's the way you're thinking. It is your self-talk. You can change that and you can release those boundaries so that, the sky's the limit, so that any indecision or any obstacles or any sense of feeling trapped, understand that is your creation. By how you're thinking, how you're perceiving a situation, how you're seeing it, and that can be changed by you at any time. So if you're feeling like that at this point in February, halfway through February, really look at, are you self-imposing those limitations on yourself, those sleepless nights, that those, letting your imagination run away with you? Is that something that you're creating yourself? Because it very clearly is here in showing me that. The reality is, there is, for those of you that are single, there's new love. There's new love coming. It's a month of new opportunities in love, meeting someone, meeting that significant other in love. It's very much around you. The energy's there, the opportunities are there to meet someone if you're single. So get out there and socialize. If you are in a committed relationship or in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, you will possibly, highly likely take it to the next level. Cement that commitment. If you're in a relationship or in a marriage, partnership, it's about rediscovering each other, rediscovering the connection you have, strengthening the relationship, doing something nice with each other. It is Valentine's Day. A lot of the signs have got the cups, but this one is really about strengthening it, doing something nice, okay, reaffirming vows, all of those sorts of things for people that are in committed relationships. For you singles, it's great to have this. It's great to have this new energy coming in around you. There is opportunity there to meet the significant other, and a lot of you will meet that significant other person at this time. So that's really positive as well. Okay, it's really positive as well. I want to say for some of you, it's about new beginnings. It's about severing old ties and finding new romantic beginnings. So there's that as well for some of you. All in all, it is really a turning of events, a new beginning somewhere, a new beginning somewhere. Here's another, ace, ace card. You've got two as well. It's about passion, it's about action, it's about finding that enthusiasm, that fire in the belly, that wanting to take action, move forward, new beginnings. As far as work goes, even this new person that's coming into your life could reignite your passions, your drive, this is also for work, in your work environment. That's going to take off. That's going to have a resurgence. If you're looking for a job, then that you will reconnect. You will get a job that is really going to connect with you, that is going to reignite that enthusiasm, that interest for going to work, that enjoyment, for work. If you have your own business, it's going to be a resurgence of business. It's going to pick up. It's going to get busier. It's a really good card to have. A lot of new beginnings as well. Okay, a lot of new beginnings as well. For some of you, Librans, I want to say there's overseas travel, whether you're relocating overseas for work or going on a really long vacation or holiday or adventure. There's something there for you as well with this new beginning. It's really good. Then you've got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is, with this new beginning, it's about finances are going to be improving. They'll start coming through, they'll start improving, and they'll just get better and better and better. Your relationship will just start to grow, bring in that joy, bring in that love as well. This is about the initial stages of something really good flourishing, something really good coming into your life. If its financial situation's not been fantastic, it's going to get better. It's just going to continue to get better. If it's happiness and joy and luxury and all those nice things, travel that you're wanting, then that's going to start coming into your life. It's about you identifying what area you want, or if not all of them, and start bringing in that positive energy, because it's, once you get over this and bring down those walls, Libra, the rest of the month is just going to flow, because that's the reality. The energy is really positive. There's change, there's love, there's work, there's finances. all on the improve, new beginnings for love, new beginnings for business or work or life. Absolutely fantastic cards. I'm going to now give you a card out of the Angels of Abundance, Libra, and let's see how it summarizes your reading. They usually do that very well, always. And let's see what energy it is that you're working with. What are the key points for you to observe? It's not going to give me one. We'll have to see what's going on here. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Deservingness. Let me get my glasses. Deservingness. That's very much you, isn't it? You are a beloved child of God, source, whatever you want to call it, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And that's about self-belief. It's about bringing down those walls and having self-belief to allow all this other goodness to come into your life. You know, because it's all there. It's all there. Deservingness. Wonderful. So I hope that that resonates with you. I hope you have a very prosperous and fruitful to the end of February, and just remember to bring in all that positive energy. Hello Scorpio, welcome to your mid-month reading for February 2018. This is a general reading for you Scorpio. If you want more depth and detail, also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign for more information on this reading. This is a general reading. If you would like a specific reading for you, you can follow the link to my website below and book a reading which will be more specific to you and what's going on in your life. So having said that, let's get on with the reading and see what is there for you. First card that I've got here is the Empress. The Empress upside down, but we'll turn her around. You know, the Empress is someone that is very confident, that can manifest, that can create what's going on in her environment. Male or female, it's the energy that we're working with here. This is looking at the energy that is around you for the mid-month for February, so the last half of February, what energies you're working with and what is around for you. Okay, so it's really about having this energy of manifestation, of creating the environment around you that you're wanting, that you're quite a force to contend with. You've got a lot of energy, so whatever energy you're carrying, you come into a room and that's going to affect everybody in that room. So you have this ability to lift everybody's spirits. Equally, you have the ability to really depress the situation if you want to, if that's how you were feeling. But let's keep it all positive, and I'm sure you've got this wonderful ability to raise everyone's vibration in a room by your presence, manifesting your reality, creating what reality you want. You know, creating it and bringing it in. So you've got a very, very powerful energy that is with you in the second half of February, and so let's utilize that. Let's bring it to the fore. Let's get as much positive energy out of that as we can. It really is about people are going to. I feel like it's children. If you've got children, they're going to need some assistance. They're going to need some help. They're going to need some support from you. So they're going to be asking you for some sort of help. I don't feel like it's financial. I feel like it's more of an emotional situation that they're going to be seeking some support and some help from you. Okay, that's if you have you have children, okay? If not, it's friends that are going to just be coming to you for support, coming to you for help. I want you to find that balance, though. I want you to still look after yourself, find that balance so that you're also regenerating and recuperating and recovering from giving out that energy. Don't just give it out. You've also got to refill your cup and watch your health, that you don't get too tired or emotionally drained as well. Find the balance, okay? But quite a strong energy, quite a strong energy. The next card I've got here is the Two of Cups. All the signs are getting this. It is Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day. If you're coupled, married, in a permanent relationship, this is a card of reconnecting, celebrating, you know. And it's Valentine's Day. It's about reconnecting, strengthening that bond, strengthening the relationship, spending time together, reconnecting, which is a really strong energy that's around. Celebrate it Valentine's Day. Do something nice. Talk to each other, reconnect on a communication level as well. If you're single, there is opportunity there for romance. There is opportunity there for connecting with a significant other, connecting with someone that you're going to meet, there's going to be an instant attraction, okay? For some of you, it's going to be not a permanent thing. For some of you, it's going to be a fling. It's going to be a little relationship. It's going to be a connection for a while. For others of you, you're going to find your soul partner. You're going to find that significant other, that the energy is certainly around for that. It's around for that. The next card you've got here is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is male or female energy. What I want to say to you here is just be careful that it's, to me, it's a really strong energy. There's a choice, there's a decision, there's something that's going to come up. Just don't, what I want to say to some of you is don't be too stubborn. Don't be too stubborn with this. Be flexible. Be prepared to listen to somebody else's side of the story. Be prepared to compromise. Be prepared to be flexible. Don't be too fixed in your ideas. Don't be too fixed and too stayed in your ideas. Okay, listen to what's being said. Listen to the conversation. It might have something to do with these people that are coming to you for advice. Be flexible. Listen. As well as give your opinion, your strength, okay? Because you're going to be quite strong in the last 2 weeks of February. There's a real strength around you. It's also going to be, whatever this situation is that someone's going to bring to you, it's about being able to step back and look at it from a different perspective. It really is about, I'll turn it up this way, it is about looking at a situation from a distance, looking at the situation as a third person. Don't look at it from the way you want to look at it, from your opinion, but be able to remove yourself and maybe see it from their point of view, see it from their side, see it from a different perspective, which will give you more clarity as well, And stay balanced, stay balanced, and that's important. To stay balanced and really neutral. Neutral is really the point here. For some of you, the star is actually going to be wish upon a star. What is it that you want to bring into your life? What do you want to create? What do you want to bring in as part of your reality? What do you want to change? The opportunities are there towards the end of February to bring in that change, which is really a great place to be. Okay, I'm going to draw a card now for you from the Angels of Abundance that will summarize the energy that's around you for the second half of February, mid-month. Let's have a look. Oh, don't get too stuck with your energy. I'm feeling like don't get too stuck. Don't get too stuck. Keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Don't be too rigid. Move with it. Okay, is a word of advice that I'm hearing from my guides. Okay, let's have a look. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. So that's where you don't want to be too rigid. Allow that to come in, allow that to flow, accept it. Okay, all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Stay centered. That's what I said here. Balanced. Emotionally balanced. See the water? She's tipping it out equally. Stay emotionally balanced and centered. Don't stay too fixed. So that's excellent. So I hope that resonates for you for mid-month, Scorpio. Remember, if you want to book a private one-on-one reading, you can follow the link below and you can book that to have a reading that's specific to you. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your mid-month reading for February 2018. This is a general reading for you, Sagittarius. If you would like a personal reading, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a personal reading which will be much more specific to you. If you'd like to have more information or more depth out of this reading, also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, and that may resonate more for you this month or give you more detail. So let's have a look here at what's going on for you this month. The first card that I've got here is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is, things happening very, very quickly around you. So from the second half, this energy is for the second half of February and what you're going to be working with in the last part of February. And I feel like things are going to start moving very, very quickly for you. There's going to be a lot on your plate. I feel like there's going to be a lot on your plate. There's going to be a lot of things that need to be dealt with, a lot of decisions that need to be made, a lot of changes that need to be made, and then they need to be made quickly. There's not a time to sit and reflect and consider what you want to do. You're really going to have to tap into your intuition, tap into your instincts, tap into what you feel is going to be the right answer, and you are needing to deal with them quickly. There's not a lot of time for thought, for contemplation, for considering. So these things are going to be coming your way and you're going to have to make decisions quickly with them. So there's a lot of, some of them are life-changing decisions as well. Some of them are life-changing decisions and quite big decisions for some of you. For some of you, it's just everyday work, decisions about home, family, renovations, things like that. But for others of you, it's going to be quite important, quite life-changing decisions. But there's not going to, it's going to come out of the ballpark. It's going to really surprise you. It's going to knock you. It's going to, you like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, and I have to make a decision, and I have to make it quickly. So that that's happening for you from mid-February as well. Okay, you've got the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is about you're going to want to sit and consider and get into your headspace and use your past knowledge and experience and calculate, and how am I going to do this, and will this work, and balance it out, and that's really not going to work for you in this case. It is about being strong. It's about being confident, which is also the qualities of this card, male or female, being confident and being able to make these decisions with confidence, with conviction as well. It's also, I feel like there's male or female is going to also be responsible for some of these decisions that you're going to have to make quickly. Okay, and so the swords is the Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Signs, doesn't necessarily have to be those signs though. It can be someone with those qualities of intellectualizing, being in the head. I feel like there's going to be some demands made of you, some decisions that you're needing to make very quickly on that score, okay, with that person. You've also got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, for some of you, a new study or new learning that's coming your way as well. It's about new beginnings as far as work goes. There could be new projects coming your way, new work coming your way, new projects, new ways of doing it, new contracts, new things that you've not done before that you're going to have to think about. Okay, but there'll be new beginnings there for you. New beginnings, new things coming your way. Things that are of the mind, of knowledge, of wisdom, of learning, of I want to say writing, all that sort of stuff. Unusual. Okay, so you've also got the High Priestess, and the High Priestess to me, again, it's about you when you're making your decisions. You might deny that you've got this sixth sense, you might deny that you've got this strong sense of intuition, but it really is about getting out of your head and really making these decisions on a gut level, on an intuitive level, getting in touch with your intuition, because it's not going to lead you astray. It's going to help you with making these decisions quickly. It's going to help you to have things come to the surface that need to be addressed and need to be looked at. Okay. I'm going to take another card for you and see what the overall is, because it's really, there's a lot of decisions here for you. There's going to be things coming up for you that you weren't expecting. Things that you thought were going to be stable, secure, done. You didn't have to make any decisions. You are going to have to make decisions about them. Things, and they're going to be brought to you by somebody else. Someone else is going to bring them up. And there's temperance for you. Temperance is about keeping the balance. It goes with the High Priest, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very confident, very spiritual, very looking at the subconscious. Temperance is about keeping your balance and seeing things clearly, balancing your life even, balancing your life. No work and, all play, or all play and no work. You can't have that. You've got to balance it. That's temperance, is telling you to balance things, balance your life, balance you, balance how you're doing things. Okay, that's going to be really important for you for the last 2 weeks of February. Let's have a look at the Angels of Abundance and see. Here's a card that's just been thrown at me. Okay. Oh, you've got the Conscious Consumer. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Conscious Consumer. Let's see what it says. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic foods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Okay, so it's really about it's not just about consumerism. This is about considering other people in your decision making, doing what is right for others, not just for yourself. So you need to consider more people than just you. You need to consider the people in your environment and how you're behaving, how you're reacting, what impact it's going to have on the people around you as well. So that needs to be considered as well. Consider your environment, consider the people you're with, what part they play in things, how are they going to be affected by your choices. Okay, so there's big responsibility that comes. There's a responsibility that comes with you for the last 2 weeks of February. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope that makes sense for you. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign for more detail. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your mid-month February 2018 reading. This is a general reading for you Capricorn. If you would like a personal reading, please follow the link below to my website and you can book a personal reading which will be more significant to you and your situation. If you would like more detail in this reading, also follow your rising sign and moon sign. Have a listen to those and that will give you more detail as well if this one doesn't resonate with you, they may resonate a little bit more for you this month. Okay, the first card that I've got here is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. And what I'm hearing here is, what is it that you're holding on to, Capricorn, that you're not wanting to release? It doesn't have to be financially, but for some of you, I feel like there is a financial cutting spending, holding on for a rainy day, not wanting to spend what you've got. For others of you, it's about what aren't you releasing on an emotional level, on a life level, giving to others. What are you holding on to yourself? What are you not talking about? As well, so that there's some resistance there on letting go. For some of you it's financial, and for some of you it's information, it's how you're feeling, not talking about what your needs are and what you're wanting as well. You've also got the Nine of Wands here, and gee whiz, Capricorn, I feel like you've had a rough trot here in the past. You know, it's like you've had all these obstacles to overcome, you've had all these situations that are around you. It's, you know, it's coming to a close, it's coming to an end, but gee, it's taken a lot out of you. It's taken a lot out of you. You have come out of it. You've come out of it victorious. You've come out of it stronger. But for the moment, I feel like you're looking at it and thinking, oh gosh, that was really hard. Have I got anything in reserve? Have I got anything left? Have I got anything that I can give out? It's going to be, it's exhausting. You're exhausted. You're exhausted with that. It's you know, wanting to get away, wanting to go on a holiday, wanting to go on a trip, just wanting to get out of this situation to recover, which is not a bad idea. So a lot of you are going to have those thoughts, those ideas as well. It's about, you know, this is in reverse, but I'm going to turn it this way around. You know, it's about keeping your balance. It's about having your balance, finding your emotional balance between what you need, what you have to do, what are your duties, what are your requirements, and what you don't have to do. You know, finding that balance and restoring energy back into yourself, recovering, withdrawing. Don't give of yourself 100%. You know, withdraw a little bit so that you can recover, you can recuperate. For some of you, the demands of work are really taking its toll, and so something has to happen. You need to voice, you need to talk about how you're feeling, you need to implement changes and bring those changes into place so that you can better cope with what's going on around you. You've also, as the final card, you've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is male or female, but it's someone around that. For some of you, it's a significant other. It's a partner that you can lean on, that is there to support you. Use that support. Use that security. Use that to nourish yourself, to rebalance yourself, to find that place of safety and security. For others of you, it's about reaching a point by the end of February where you are emotionally secure within yourself. You know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you know where you're headed, and you are secure and happy about where you are. So, you know, it does lighten up at the end of the month. It does lighten up, really. I mean, that's a good card because the obstacles are over and they're done, you know, and now it's about rebalancing yourself and finding that emotional balance and strength there, okay? Don't be afraid to lean on people around you, to seek assistance, to seek help, to seek, you know, that's there for you. That support is there for you. So use that in the last part of February, okay, to see you through, and it does get better. It does get better, okay? It does get better around you. Let's have a look. These are the Angels of Abundance cards. Okay. So it's clearing debts, which is probably this card here, you know. Okay, last 2 weeks of February. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life, which is what your reading is about, really. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So that's exactly what this reading was saying to you. Okay? It really is about nurturing you, clearing these perceived debts that you have and finding that balance and security around you. So it's exactly what this reading has been saying to you for the end of February. So I hope that resonates with you. If you want further information, listen to your rising sign and moon sign to get more detail. If you would like a personal reading, then follow the link below on my website and you can book a reading from there.